Welcome to another episode of Roll Cougs Weekly. I'm Aiden Voorhees.
And I'm Kendall Janosko.
Stay tuned at the end of the episode for a special interview with Chatham track and field athlete Ariel Bruner.
Chatham University Athletics is proud to partner with the Change Wars Initiative to raise money for Special Olympics to create a more inclusive world by providing year-round sports training and athletic competition for people with intellectual disabilities, fostering acceptance and empowering individuals to achieve their full potential. Here's what this initiative means to some of our very own Chatham athletes.
At Chatham, we're given every opportunity to excel at our sports and competitions. And as a community, we want to support all athletes to be able to have the same opportunities to demonstrate their skill, hard work, and love of the sport, regardless if they're Chatham students or athletes outside of our campus. It's important to us that we support everyone's athletic endeavors to build a stronger community surrounding athletics.
Giving back to Special Olympics means a lot to me because as an athlete, I want everyone to be able to enjoy and feel the friendships that come from playing a sport and being on a team.
I think it's a great opportunity for us to help and give back.
I think what giving back means to me is putting money towards an organization that lets everybody feel included. As a student athlete, I know how it feels to be a part of a team and something bigger than yourself. So giving that opportunity to people who don't always get to feel a part of something, I think is really important.
The Change Wars gives us an opportunity to give back to a deeper meaning than our sport and our school.
It's nice to give back to the community and really help out kids that aren't as fortunate as us to be able to play college sports and help them compete and have fun out there too, just like us.
That was perfect. I don't think it's going to get any better than that. Please use that elastic. Please. Okay, thank you.
On Monday, March 31st, the softball team played their Game 1 against Carlo in the doubleheader, winning 4-2. Anna Borst went 2 for 3 with 1 double and 1 stolen base. Isabel Griswold went 2 for 3 with 1 double, 1 walk, and 1 stolen base. And Victoria Murrin went 2 for 3 with 1 double, 2 runs scored, and pitched through 7 innings with 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 0 walks, and 3 strikeouts. In Game 2 against Carlo, the Cougars won 8-6. Isabel Griswold went 3 for 4 with 1 home run, 1 run scored, and 4 RBIs with 1 stolen base. Irene Martin went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 runs scored. Hannah Chenault went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles, 2 runs scored, and 2 RBIs. Josie Underdonk went 6.2 innings on the mound, giving up 9 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Shaden Birkinson came in for the save, pitching .1 innings, getting 0 hits, 0 earned runs, and 0 walks for her first career save. On Tuesday, April 1st, the Cougars played their first game against W&J in the doubleheader, winning 8-7. Kayleen Garcia went 4 for 3 with 1 double. Josie Underdonk went 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs and got the save in .1 innings pitched with 1 hit, 0 runs, and 1 strikeout. Chelsea Stabile went 2 for 4 with 1 run, 1 RBI, and 1 stolen base. And Irene Martin went 1 for 3 with 1 run scored and 1 stolen base and hit by a pitch once. In Game 2 against the Presidents, Chatham lost 10-2. Anna Borst went 2 for 3. With Isabel Griswold also going 2 for 3. Victoria Murrin went 1 for 3 with 1 double and 1 run scored. Delaney Simmerly went 0 for 3 with 1 sac fly and 1 RBI, and 3.1 innings pitched on the bump, letting up 4 hits, 1 run, 0 walks, and 2 strikeouts. On Friday, April 4th, the Chatham softball team played in a doubleheader against Grove City, losing the first game 3-2. Isabel Griswold went 1 for 4 with 1 double. Irene Martin went 0 for 2 with 1 run scored, 2 walks, and 2 stolen bases. Victoria Murrin went 1 for 3 with 1 run scored and 1 walk. Josie Underdonk got the loss on the mound, going 8 innings pitched, letting up 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. In Game 2 against Grove City, Chatham lost 15-10. Hannah Chenault went 3 for 5 with 1 double, 2 runs scored, 4 RBIs, and 1 stolen base. Kayleen Garcia went 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Isabel Griswold went 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored, 1 RBI, 1 walk, and 2 stolen bases, adding up for her 100th career hit. Anna Borst went 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored and 2 stolen bases. The softball PAC record at the end of the week is 2-8. They are 9th in the PAC with an overall record of 8-20.
Last week, baseball traveled to Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania to take on Geneva for a doubleheader. First game, the Cougars fell 10-2. Peter Tadich was 1 for 4 with an RBI, Eddie Rueda was 2 for 4, and Devin Fluman went 1 for 5 at the plate with an RBI and stole a base. Cougars came back in the top of the 9th inning to defeat Geneva 7-6 in Game 2. Eddie Rueda going 2 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs. Nolan Bain went 1 for 2 with 3 RBIs and 2 walks. Dominic Obi Kunis recorded his first college hit in that one, and Tyler Cody closed the game out with 4 innings pitched, gave up 1 earned run, and walked 2. On Saturday, the baseball team defeated St. Vincent in Game 1 of their doubleheader 3-1. Nolan Bain was 1 for 3 and hit the game-winning triple in the first inning. He had an RBI and walked. Eddie Rueda had an RBI for Chatham. Cooper Baxter was the winning pitcher in that one, going 5 2/3 and striking out 2. And Tyler Cody got the save, allowing 1 hit and no earned runs in 2 innings. In the second game of the doubleheader, the Cougars fell 5-4 to the Bearcats. Angelo De Leonardis scored twice in that one, going 2 for 5, and Nolan Bain was 2 for 3 with another triple and an RBI. Ty Blackburn was 1 for 3 with an RBI in that one, and Riley Baum pitched 1 2/3 scoreless innings. Baseball's pack record is now 4-6. They're in 7th place, and overall they're 12-14 on the season.
On Wednesday, April 2nd, the men's lacrosse team played against Grove City, losing the game 17-5. Thomas Whitaker had 2 goals. Liam Rooney had 2 goals as well, with 1 assist and 3 points. Cody Randall had 5 ground balls. Jesse Courser-James had 2 caused turnovers. Gavin Loshnowski had 2 caused turnovers as well. On Saturday, April 5th, the men's lacrosse team played against Westminster, winning the game 13-12. Ethan Rinker had 4 goals. Jacob Lubali had 2 goals, 2 assists, and 4 points. Liam Rooney had 2 goals. Cody Randall had 11 ground balls. Jack Neal had 5 caused turnovers. The men's lacrosse PAC record at the end of the week is now 2-1. They are 3rd in the pack with an overall record of 7-5.
On Wednesday, the women's lacrosse team was defeated by the Grove City Wolverines 10-7. Tessa Huber scored 3 goals in that one. Sam Beldenau had a goal and 3 assists. She set the career assist record for Chatham with her 53rd. Erin Goodwin scored a goal and had an assist, and Becca Baker caused 3 turnovers. The women's lax pack record is now 2-2. They're tied for 4th place in the conference, and they're 4-5 so far this season.
Men's and women's track were at Slippery Rock on Saturday, April 5th. Elizabeth Martz finished highest out of all the Cougars, coming in 7th in discus and 18th in the javelin throw. Benjamin Brown, as well for the men's team, came in 14th in the 10,000 meter.
Men's volleyball fell to Grove City 3-0 on Wednesday. Logan Pack was the Cougars' leader in kills with 15 in that one. He also had 3 blocks. Benjamin Shellstack had 10 kills, an ace, and 9 digs. RJ Nag had 17 assists, and Jordan Haas blocked 3 Wolverine attacks. And on Saturday, the Cougars had a thriller against St. Vincent, but ultimately dropped the match 3-2. The Bearcats won the 5th set 17-15 for the narrow victory. Benjamin Shellstack finished with 30 kills in that match. That's the 2nd highest total of any pack player this season. He also had 2 aces. Jacob Kortz blocked 3 attacks. RJ Nag dished out 53 assists, and Luke Houlihan had 14 digs for the Cougars. Cougs finished the regular season at 4-8 in the pack. They'll get the 6th seed in the pack tournament, and their overall record is now 7-13.
Coming up this week on Wednesday, April 9th, softball will have a doubleheader against Penn State Beaver set for 6 and 8 p.m. Head-to-head, they are 4-2, and their last match on March 24th of 2016 ended in a 4-2 Chatham loss. Penn State Beavers' conference record right now is 0-2 with a 7-11 overall record. On Saturday, April 12th, there will be a doubleheader for the softball team at Waynesburg, set for 1 and 3 p.m. Head-to-head, their record is 6-28, and their last matchup on March 27th of 2024 ended in a 12-0 Chatham loss. Waynesburg's PAC record right now is 3-5. They are 7th in the PAC, 2 spots ahead of Chatham, with an overall record of 17-8.
On Tuesday, the baseball team will travel to Westminster for a 1 and 4 p.m. doubleheader. All time against the Titans, the Cougars are 8-8, and their last matchup last year, Chatham won 7-5 over Westminster, who is 7-3 this year in the PAC. They're in 3rd place, and they're 12-12 overall. On Saturday, the baseball team will play at Hilbert. That doubleheader will also be at 1 and 4 p.m. Head-to-head all-time, the Cougars are 2-0 against Hilbert. They last played them 2 years ago, with Chatham winning that one 10-9. Hilbert is 1-1 in their conference. They're 9-10 this year in baseball.
Men's lacrosse will be back in action on Wednesday, April 9th against Allegheny, with the game set for 8 p.m. Head-to-head, they are 1-2, and their last matchup on April 17th of 2024 ended in an 11-8 Chatham loss. Allegheny's PAC record right now is 1-2. They are tied for 4th in the PAC and 1 spot behind Chatham, with an overall record of 4-7. On Saturday, April 12th, the men's lacrosse team will be against St. Vincent at 4 p.m. Head-to-head, they are 1-6, and their last matchup on April 27th of 2024 ended in a 12-6 Chatham loss. St. Vincent's PAC record right now is 3-0. They are 2nd in the PAC and 1 spot ahead of Chatham, with an overall record of 6-5.
Women's lacrosse will play against Allegheny on Wednesday at home. All time against the Gators, the Cougars are 0-2. They'll take them on this year at 4:30. Their last matchup was April 17th of last year, Chatham falling 13-5. Allegheny's tied with Chatham this year in conference play at 2-2. Overall, their record is 3-8 in 2025. And on Saturday, Cougars women's lacrosse team will play Geneva at 1 p.m. This is the first time they've ever played the Golden Tornadoes, who are 0-4 and tied for 9th place in the PAC this year. Their overall record is 0-10.
On Saturday, April 12th, men's and women's track will be at Westminster with a 7:30 a.m. start time in New Wilmington, PA.
Men's volleyball will begin the PAC tournament at Hiram, who is the 3rd seed this year. That match will be Tuesday with a 7 p.m. first serve. This is the first playoff appearance for Chatham in school history, and their last match against Hiram took place on March 15th of this year, with Chatham getting the victory 3-2. I'm here with Chatham soccer player and track and field athlete Ariel Bruner. Ariel, first things first, what do you like about Chatham? You stayed here for 5 years, so what's your favorite part about the school?
I like how close it is to the city. Like, I like being in the city, or not really in the city, but like close enough to the city. I love all the people here. I love the small class sizes. The professors are so nice, and just like the atmosphere here, I guess.
Awesome. Yeah, you played basketball, soccer, and track at the school. How has playing different sports helped you be so prepared for the track season?
I mean, each sport is different. You use different muscles for all of that. So basketball, it was nice to just be indoors and working out, running up and down the court. Soccer was definitely good to like be outside, run up and down the field, lots of conditioning for that, and then just all correlates with track here and there, and it was nice.
How do you prepare for big events? You've participated at the NCAA Nationals for track and field. How do you calm yourself down during those big events?
Honestly, I don't get nervous. I just kind of go in and do what I know, what I have to do, and I just do it. If I do good, I do good. If I don't, I just know to be better and learn from those mistakes.
What's your favorite part about the Pittsburgh area now that you've been here for a while?
I like the summers and like the springtime when it's warm out, like everyone's outside. I love hanging out in the quad with all my friends. I like going to Pirates games, Steelers games, just being around town, being like a college student, I guess.
So between basketball and soccer, which do you like more?
I don't know. I mean, I like soccer. It's fun. It's competitive. But basketball is just like, you step on the court, it's game time. It's time to go. It's time to win. No losing. I feel like I'd have to say basketball just because I've been playing it for much longer than soccer, but yeah.
And what's your favorite event between indoor track and outdoor track?
I would have to say the jumping, horizontal jumps, like long jump and triple jump. I think those are my favorite. I'm starting to really like hurdles. I'm going to try the 400 hurdles this year, so I'm really excited for that.
How do you balance being a student and an athlete so well for so long?
I mean, I did it in high school. I played 3 sports in high school, so I was used to it. But I think just being like time management wise and setting aside time for practice and school and professors really understanding and then coaches understanding that I am here for a degree first, so they really do help balance everything out.
A lot of people on our show have mentioned they like the food scene here in Pittsburgh. What's your favorite restaurant, and what's one food you couldn't live without?
I really like Permani's and Shady Grove in the Yard. Those are like my go-to places. I feel like I wouldn't be able to live without, I'd say, I really like fries. I'm a big potato person, so like fries, baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, all that stuff. So I really couldn't live without potatoes.
Awesome. Well, Ariel, you have the rest of the outdoor track season left to go. What are some of your goals to achieve this season?
This season, I'm really going to try to go for the national championship in any event, whichever one I can go for. I got runner-up in indoor for long jump, which was a crazy thing that honestly I never thought could happen until it happened, but I think my goal went from being an All-American to a national champion. So I'm excited for what's coming up this week, and yeah.
You've got your own banner up in the AFC gym. What do you think about when you look up and see that banner and think about your achievements so far?
I mean, that banner is just, when I came here as a freshman, I never would have thought anything like this would have ever happened, but I am very proud of myself, and I owe like all of it to my family and friends and my coaches especially. They're the ones that got me through everything, so yeah. Awesome.
Well, you can catch Ariel in her outdoor track and field season this spring at Chatham. Thanks, Ariel.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Roll Cougs Weekly. I'm Aiden Voorhees.
And I'm Kendall Janosko.
And we'll see you next week for more Cougar athletics.